There's me. Hold on. I'm going to fix this out. Now you know George is here.
Tony,
Hey,
it's
what's
so
going
good
on?
to see you.
Welcome everybody to the Zero Dark Tony channel. We're going to mute George. There. George has a delay issue. We had a little internet issue in, I believe, a town that starts with R and Z. Could be possible. All right. So welcome everybody. We're going to get this started in just a second here, George, live from the war zone, right on the border. We're going to get into a lot of great stuff here in just a couple of minutes, but we just wanted to give you a little George proof of life here, and we are ready to go. Thank you everybody for your patience, George. Thank you so much for being here, and kick off the intro. Let's go.
Turn up the bass!
All right, everybody, welcome to the program. This is the Zero Dark Tony channel. I am Tony D, your host. Welcome once again. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really special guest, and we just set it up and got everything going and in on the fly. But we are so glad to have Mr. George Webb today. Now, if you want to know about anything involved with spying Congress, Seth Rich, these biolabs, all these different things that, you're really not going to hear about on mainstream media, then it's people like George Webb that get out there, get their feet on the ground, ask the questions, talk to the people, and find out what is really going on. So we're going to bring him in once again. Thank you so much, George, for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George Webb.
Hey, it's a moment of apotheosis for me being on Zero Dark Tony. Once you're on Zero Dark Tony, you can say, "I've made it. If I die tonight, I was on Zero Dark Tony." You know what I mean? So I'm a happy camper right now.
We love that. Thank you so much, George. And make sure everybody follows George not only on Twitter, but I mean, he is on BitChute. He's on so many different outlets, and we'll get into that in a minute. I've left some links down there in the bio, but also make sure that when you look down in the description, we all got to support George. So hit that Venmo link down there, right? He is in Poland right now. And, the only thing that keeps him going is us. So let's make sure we remember that. And he's doing such a great job. And that's why all you guys are here today. But what we want to get into is some of the stuff that George has been covering recently. He's right now on the border. He had attempted to get into Ukraine. He had mentioned you had mentioned, George, I feel like he's not here. He's right in front of me. So you had mentioned, George, that you were right on the border trying to get into the Ukraine through Belarus. That didn't work out. Then you tried to get in through some other ways. Can you explain some of that process of what you're really trying to get to here?
Yeah, well, there was a couple things, Tony. One was this guy named Gonzalo Lira, who's missing, and I chatted with Ava Bartlett tonight, and she doesn't know where he is. So this is really not good. And then we're also trying to get to this town and steel mill called Azovstal, where we don't know what is in the bunker. It's like a Hitler bunker, like a Fuhrer bunker, and we don't know if there's some secrets there that would prove our case of bioweapons. So there's two things going on. One was the whole Gonzo thing. Is Gonzo alive? Is he kidnapped? Did SBU get him? Did they kill him? So that was one thing going on, why I was trying to get in. The other reason was to get to Azovstal, really, which was a bigger story, as far as the world is concerned. Bioweapons, Hunter Biden, metabiota, all that. But both are important stories. And so there's two ways to get in. You need a visa. You can get in with a press pass. I tried the press pass angle. I tried the visa angle. You can also kind of work your way around the top, which is Belarus, but they see the American passport and they say, let's think about this. And the other way is to the south. and that's the way I'm heading, I think. The other way is through the west, which is Lviv. And I just basically was told by George Eliason, who was a reporter there in Eastern Donbass, if you don't have a visa and you try to come in on a U.S. passport, they're going to come get you, and you're just going to be another gonzo. So that's kind of the situation here.
Yeah, and a lot of us have been asking a lot about Gonzalo and everything like that. And you can, I've put some guys from something called Project Dynamo. I've let them know about you, and they might be getting in touch with you because you guys are in the same area. Who knows how you could help each other out, move around there. I would imagine that it's always great to have as many friends as possible, especially ones with guns over in that part of the world.
Well, I think it's just great to have friends because this is a very lonely place for Americans. So
I would imagine. And when you're talking about Azovstal and talking about the hard sort of holdout of this location with the tunnels under the ground, with allegedly some different things going on there. So here's what we're going to do, you guys. We're starting to get into some deep waters. All right. And we are going to open up some deeper waters, but we are on a platform that doesn't like deep waters. So what I'm going to do is this. I have my other platform. This is very simple. I've put the link down in the description. All right. And you could go over to Rockfin, because what we're going to do is we're going to get into some material regarding not only Azovstal, what's going on there, but the Biden situation and some of the labs. And, we're going to bring that over there. So we are going to drop YouTube, and we are going to go over there. So let me put this in the bio here. We got the Rockfin. And this is a great platform that I've been using just so that we could not worry about what we're saying. You know what I mean, George? George just had some things removed recently.
Yeah, every day, and I love free speech platforms. It's great. I see Johnny Be Good. I wonder if that's the Johnny that I knew way back from in Brooklyn in 2017, talking about Patrick. I'm trying to remember. He's reporting live, and he's doing some great stuff. Patrick Lancaster, yeah. So my heart out to all these guys that are risking their lives. That's really awesome stuff.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've put it right down there in the chat. You see rockfin.com/0darktony. So we are going to say farewell to Twitter first. Going to remove them. See you guys over there. All right. And we do this a lot as we are sort of moving into, trying to really show people that we want free speech. All right. So YouTube, we're going to see you over there.